cracking Jump Nation family, it's your boy here, Rushy S, aka the Jump Rope Coach. Welcome back to the channel, people, and welcome back to another fire jump rope tutorial. Of course, today I'm going to be teaching you one of the most technically difficult moves out there with a skipping rope. Right now, this is a very advanced move, guys. We have done a video on the switch cross. This is a move that I think needs to be done again. It needs to be kind of explained again to you guys. So many of you have seen videos of me doing it and want to see more slow motions. We're going to have that in today's video. So do stick around all the way to the end because I have an extra bonus super fire tip that will help you unlock this move. Now we're going to get straight into it, people. Remember, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, hit the links down below. We have the #1 jump ropes on the internet, hands down. Today I'm going to be using the Nova rope. Right now, this is a special rope I'm going to be using just for today's video. It's a slightly weighted rope. It has 250 grams of weight inside the vinyl, and this is to help you guys, to really explain that you can do this with a slightly heavier rope. I would recommend that you do start with a heavier rope when practicing this, because if you do have a speed rope, typically the speed rope will come around a little bit too quick to execute this move. However, you can try this with whatever rope you have at home. Ours right now are 30% off. So if you use the code exclusively for you guys on YouTube, right, VIP30, you get 30% off all our equipment, okay? This is including clothing, mats, all our ropes, all right? Loads of accessories online. And yeah, man, I just want to get you guys flying boss, as I've always said. So this move, people, the switch cross, let's get into it. Okay, folks, so I'm just gonna get myself warmed up here and just get into the groove of the switch cross. Now, like I said to you before, it's important that you understand the weight of your rope, whatever you have at home. You control the speed. Now, the reason why I've got the Nova rope is, one, it's gonna help me show you this move slightly slower. All right, and I'm gonna have some slow motions coming over the top of all this stuff as well. However, I just wanna show you that with a rope like the Nova rope, it's gonna allow me right now, as I do it slowly, to sort of feel where the rope is, okay? Feel where the rope is in space. And obviously you could do this with your speed ropes, but the speed rope will just come around a little bit quicker. So if you're learning this move for the first time, it's just one of those things that if you don't get a grasp of the actual technicals that are happening, because it happens very quickly, and all the little subtle movements, then it's gonna be a little bit difficult. However, you can get this done, all right, after this video, I promise you. So step #1, folks, all right? What is a switch cross? Just quickly, just in case you just stumbled across this video. You know what a crossover is, you've seen a crossover, you're probably looking at this move and being like, this looks like a crossover, Rush, what are you chatting about? This is a crossover, right? Or how I know some people like to call crisscross, cross, uncross, all right? Cross, uncross. Now I'm doing it with my left hand on top. Some people like to go right hand on top, right? The thing with the switch cross is it's such a subtle, such a sick move, right? It's actually deadly. What I'm actually doing with the switch cross now is I'm gonna cross once, all right? I'm gonna hold this position as the rope is coming around me, so I'm still in a cross position. And then in a split second, at a very specific point in time, I'm gonna quickly switch my arms over. So I'm still in this cross position, and I'm gonna create a loop. I'm gonna jump through that loop. That's why it's called the switch cross, because your arms cross in midair, cross, cross. Okay, so you can think of it as arms just folding on top of each other. Hopefully you get that through and that makes sense. All right, so how you're gonna practice this move is as follows, right? We're gonna get into a move which I call the cross cross, and you're just gonna practice this cross cross move, which looks like this: cross, 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 okay? This is step 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. You can try and do it for as long as you can. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay? What I'm trying to get you to do, guys, is get comfortable staying in this cross position. When people are trying to learn the switch cross, you know, they're just flying their hands around. They're not really understanding the situation, the positions. And the situation is this, all right, is you have to feel comfortable that when your arms are in a cross position, when we come to doing this switch, we can keep the wrists in a certain position, which creates a loop wide enough for us to jump through. So this is a good drill. You're gonna start here. Just practice this, all right? Step #1, practice the cross cross. Step #2, all right? Now this is probably not gonna make sense why I'm showing it, but it will when we get onto the next step, okay? With the third step. You're gonna practice now. You're gonna go cross, cross. So cross, 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 and then both hands are gonna come out here, right? We're gonna point them as if you're sort of pointing a little pointer, a little laser out in front of you, right? So I'm pointing it at the camera. So I'm just gonna go, let's just do 3 in a row. 1, 2, 3, point. And we're just gonna hold that position. So now I'm feeling like my thumbs facing you guys. That's how my thumbs are on the handle, like this, okay? We're gonna just boom, point both wrists, and we're gonna try and keep wrists close together, okay? That's really key. The wrist staying as close as possible in this little movement here. Cross, 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 and we're gonna go back out in front. So what's happening when I go back out in front, guys, I'm in this cross position, and then we're just gonna practice going like this. So what I'm doing is I'm losing the fold in my arm for a split second, and they're gonna come out in front of me, right? I know this doesn't make sense, just stick with me. It's just a drill, you gotta try this, all right? This is the best way to learn the switch cross, I promise you. Third step, okay? This is where it gets interesting. This is where you can see whether or not you have the timing and the accuracy to get this done. So now I've got you to do this crossing motion and both hands in front, right? Why we do both hands in front is because when I am doing this move, when I'm doing the switch cross, guys, you won't see it, right? Because to sort of, I guess, the naked eye, it just looks like I'm just doing this and then doing this, right? Which is why a lot of people go wrong, is because they try and do this crossing motion on top of each other. And actually it's really difficult to do that when you're first learning. What you need to understand is when we cross, we have to release the cross in midair, right? And we have to obviously try and get this arm in front. The only way to do this is we have to release this folding of the arm. So the arms will briefly go straighter, so it allows space for your other arm to go on top. Hopefully that makes sense, all right? So that's why we did that drill. So this now, what we're gonna learn is once you now put the rope out in front, okay? So we're gonna go cross, cross. Once you go arm out in front, what I want you to try and do now is I want you to go thumbs facing out, split second, and then straight away, you're gonna get the other arm on top and thumbs facing down and away from you, right? So if I'm looking at a clock face here, you being 12 o'clock, because I'm looking straight ahead at you, 6 being behind me, I'm gonna go thumbs to 12 very quickly, and then straight away I'm gonna fold the other arm on top, and thumbs are gonna go to 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock, all right? Hopefully this makes sense now. And what you're gonna try and do is you're gonna try and do this quite quickly, guys, all right? It's gonna try and happen where you go boom, 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 right? You're gonna learn this cross, cross, cross. And when you come to doing the move now, it's out and then back down. Out, back down. Like I said, I'm gonna try and get slow motions so you can see that split second action of where I have my thumbs facing away from me and then bending back behind me. Now, what you'll find is there's a lot of arm movement happening in this move. Of course, it's called the switch cross. We're crossing one arm over the next arm. So you're probably gonna start with your dominant cross first, try and move into your non-dominant side. However, like we mentioned in the last video, which is, I'm gonna say it again, probably the best video I'll put out on skipping, which talks about your wrists. There's so much wrist action here that it happens so quickly. Again, the naked eye won't see it, but when I stretch and pull back the wrists, pull back these thumbs, it happens so quickly, but without that movement, this move breaks down. So I'll demonstrate. I'll try and take the wrist out of this move. You know, even, can't even do a crossover. Me not even thinking about my wrists, it just breaks the whole thing down. I have to really focus on my arms going wide. That's me taking the wrists out, guys. Okay? And I guess it's a good way for you guys to try and learn this, right? But I'm always trying to get you guys doing it slick, doing it smooth first off. But when you just do arms only, yeah, it can work, right? It can work, you can understand the movement, but I'm gonna try and get you doing this properly, right? So it has to happen arms out, thumbs facing out, split second, cross the arms over, thumbs go behind us, back and away. Think of that 4 o'clock and 7 o'clock position on the clock face, and it's just loads of nice, subtle feels, all right? And we're just gonna get touching on more on the wrist in the next point. So as I mentioned before, go back and check that wrist control video, my previous video. This will make sense, but we're gonna touch on flexion, right? Flexion is a point in the wrist where the wrist fold back like this. This is such an important movement right now for the switch cross, guys, because this movement alone not only gives us the loops, the narrow loops, most importantly, it gives us the speed. It continues the rope moving. It keeps the rope moving, right? It keeps the loops in a nice defined shape. And if you don't flex, if you don't have this flexion in your wrist, again, it comes down to trying to feel the thumbs facing sort of down and away. If you don't let the wrist to naturally fold like this, okay, the rope just doesn't have the momentum and speed. And like I said, this move happens so quickly, you really need to understand this movement, right? So try and stay really nice and easy with your grip pressure. Like I always say, really subtle wrist movements, just keep it nice and loose and just let them fold over, right? So just keep that in mind, really important. Okay, the final point of this move is to do with your eyes. Now, not talked about a lot by a lot of instructors out there, okay? But I'm gonna bang on about it. I tend to not need to use my eyes as much these days, obviously, because I've been doing this for a long time, so I have a lot of feel. I know exactly where the rope is usually. This will come with time with you guys. But if you're beginning to start to do this move, I bet you I could bet you my house, right? That so many of you out there, if I asked you, what do you look at when you're skipping? A lot of you will practice in the gym, you're looking at a mirror. Maybe you don't have a mirror. I don't have a mirror today, just looking at a camera. But I'm still focusing on this rope, right? I'm still letting my eyes register this rope coming down. Now, if you guys can do this, right? If you can start to, I'm not even looking at the camera now. It's gonna look like I'm looking at the camera, but right now, I'm only fixated on this rope. Now, the reason why people say that this is so good for your hand-eye coordination is because you have to use your eyes, all right? When you're first starting out, I know a lot of people, you can go blindfolded, you can skip as long as you want, right? You don't need your eyes after a while. However, when you're learning moves like this, trust your eyes, think about your eyes, and look at the rope. So what you need to do is when you are practicing in getting this rope after that first cross and the hands come away, you have to do it in such a way that you see the rope so that you can do this hands pointing out movement first. So if I try and do it in slow motion, I'm watching the rope, first cross, hands come away, and then I cross again. So cross, watch the rope, and then we cross. Hands come away, wrists go back. Just like that, okay? It's as slow as I can show you. Like I said, we're gonna have loads of slow motions, but guys, trust me on this one. This is a very technical move. I could go on about it for a long time. There'll be more videos in how to make it look even more professional, advanced. There's loads of different variations. And we're gonna start to get back into the double unders, how to do it with a double under, how to do it from a side swing. Honestly, if you learn this move, you're in the top 1% of jump ropers out there in the world, I promise you. So guys, hopefully you liked that video. If you did, drop me a thumbs up. Let me know if you found it useful. Drop me a comment as well. Let me know what you're struggling with, what move you'd like to see. And of course, I'll try to get it done for you. But thanks again for everyone who has commented, wanted to see this video. Listen guys, I never stop getting tired. I never stop enjoying what we're doing here at Rush Athletics. And I can never thank you enough. I'm just so grateful for everything you guys do. So remember, try and hit the website up. We ship worldwide. We have free international shipping as well available. Use the code VIP30 for 30% off. Remember, today we're using a Nova rope, epic rope, okay? You've seen you can do so many sick skills with this rope. Recommend you look into that one and all the other ones. And I'll see you in the next video as always. So take care of yourself, skip the treadmill, stay safe. Peace.